Announce the meeting first.
Oh, yes. Today is Tuesday, July 16th at 7:30 p.m. The Whitman Conservation Commission. We have payroll for pay in date 7/6/2024 and 7/13/2024. We need to approve the water and wetland invoices for, first one is for the Hobart Maintenance Program. The invoice is in the amount of $1,904. I believe this is invoice number 2. Motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, I don't need to sign this. You just need to do the form. Then the second invoice from Water and Wetlands is for the Harding Pond Maintenance Program. Again, this is invoice number 2 in the amount of $1,394. I need a motion to approve.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Just FYI, so last... hello?
Hi, sorry to interrupt.
No.
I was just going to lock up all the doors, but you guys are meeting, so you'll lock up the new
Yeah, I got my little thing.
And you do the front door?
I
The
will.
side door and the stairs?
Oh, all 3?
If they're open.
Okay, yep.
Lock that one.
Yeah, if you can lock that one
I'll
and
lock
the...
that one.
Yeah.
You'll do the handicap in the front.
Yes.
I'll go unlock the front. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So I talked to Whitney McLeese from DEP, and she
In regards to which one?
what
In regards to what's that?
in regards to 5. What is it?
Oh, Anne Marie.
Yes. So I didn't know what she wanted to talk about when she left a message, and it was like when I was on vacation. So because I thought it was Alden Street, it wasn't. So it was for Lot 5 and Marie Ann Drive. So she asked if the Conservation Commission would be willing to take back the order of conditions and they would relinquish the superseding order for it. And I was like, sure.
So their order
Is now,
is going to be the order that they're going to follow.
no, we are going to be the new in charge of it. It's not going to have a superseding order anymore.
Okay.
It's now going to have an amended order of conditions.
That they wrote or that we wrote?
We're going to write.
Okay.
And it's based on the whole issue was the wetlands and delineation, the line and everything like that. So Carl had met with them first one time that none of us could make because it was 9 o'clock
On Monday, I think.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's not okay. And then they had several emails going back and forth through all this time, which I haven't printed out yet because it's like at that point it was like it's out of our hands, you know. So when I talked to her, she asked me if we would consider taking it back, and I said sure. And so Carl's provided this, and we'll have to have a whole start all over at least. So it's an order condition, so it's just on our plate to do it. So, but we still need to have another public hearing for it. It needs to be advertised in the paper. The same for any thing.
Re-notify the abutters?
He will have to, yes. So, here's his little, let's see. As the applicant representative, we are requesting an amended order of conditions for Lot 5 Marie Ann Drive, Whitman. As you know, the original order was appealed by Mass DEP and based on site visits and a revised wetland delineation by Pinebrook Consulting on April 16, 2024, and then on April 24th, I met on site with Whitney McLeese, who reviewed and approved the new wetland delineation. Please find the enclosed copy of a revised site plan dated April 30th, 2024, and the wetland report by Pinebrook Consulting. It is my understanding that a public hearing advertised notification of abutters is required. So, and yes, it is. So, I will contact him to see if, what did I say, August 6th? Yes, if August 6th is a good day for him, and we will hold a meeting report, and then just as the regular process after that. So now there is not going to be a superseding order for that.
So they have a new map for us that shows the new.
Yes, so
wetland
it's
border.
in here. He's got a new map for it. But yeah, so, and this is the first time I've never heard of this happening before. I mean, and just a superseding order is a very rare thing. I think it's like, this might be the second time in the whole time I've been on the commission that it's ever happened. And the first that they've reversed. So doesn't mean, I mean, it is what it is. So at least it's back in our purview. So anyway, Dennis, what's his last name? Smith? 250 Stetson Street.
Stetson.
Yes, so he emailed me, and because of cost, he's reducing the size of the thing. Is now a different time, even more. So I don't have it in front of me, but so he was just asking, do I need anything? It's like, nope, everything stays the same. It's only when you make it an enlarged footprint that we'd have to have another hearing and all that. But if it's smaller, it stays the same. You don't have to do anything. So I just had to print out his the email, and I think he attached a plan to it. So
Okay.
but
Did
he hasn't started anything yet.
he take the trees out? 11 trees?
I haven't been by
Okay.
yet. I believe because he emailed me about it, but I haven't been by to check. He had as our visit to Nicole because they're on the other side.
Yeah,
So
I can see.
I would think you'd be able to see that. But yeah,
Has Nicole taken the trees out? We don't know. Well, I should say.
I don't know if they have or not. She had emailed me, can she plant new trees? And it's like, no. They're in the wetlands, you can't touch the wetlands. It's like, it'd be nice, but no, you can't. So, and let's see, what else was there?
Even a wetland species, they can't improve on without approval?
I guess they probably could.
But they have to come and ask us, and we have to vet it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where those trees are being taken out, the
reason
grow up. It's going to do the same thing. I mean, they're going to grow up, and they're going to go towards the sun, and then they're going to lean and So I appreciate the willingness and everything like that, but you wind up in the same. It might take a few years, but I think it'd be the same result. I mean, we can consider it if you want. I mean, as part of, it'd be a separate thing. But,
Yeah, she would have like a wetland shrub or something that's not going to grow.
Let's see if there's anything else. Here they come. Can't think of anything. Yeah, it's approved that.
I don't think you sent any emails to review anything other than Constitution, right?
Yeah, I haven't received any, and I keep on forgetting to email Julie to see. I want to call her Nurse Julie. So.
Statutory.
Yes, to see when they're available because they had emailed me as like time, so I just want to connect with them and make it official that we come. And they're the people on Jacob's Lane.
Yeah.
They want to plant trees, but they just need to know where they can plant them. They have like this meadow; it's beautiful, and then they have there's plenty of. Well, I don't know exactly where they want to plant them as to where. But in the past, one of their neighbors had some issues. So
13 acres.
Yeah, they're the ones that are gonna start
Huge.
a
Little orchard.
Yeah.
So
And then,
let's see, is there anything else? So now that it's technically the new year,
fiscal year.
we should reorganize, but since the lady's going to come on, I'd rather wait just so, she won't be chair or vice chair, but have somebody, have her be part of
Sure.
the reorg. So you guys can think of if you want to take on the vice president or the vice chair or the chair. Yeah, up to you guys.
Okay.
We'll vote on it next time. That's all I got. Oh, so if you could email Carl. Do you have his email?
I'm not sure, but I probably have.
If not, email me and I'll forward you the email to set up a hearing. So we'll schedule it for 7:45 on the 6th, and I'll need to email you the notice of intent. Well, I don't know if I actually have the notice of intent in soft copy. But I can forward you the order. Well, actually, I can just redo the order of conditions because it's already done. All we have to do is change the boilerplate for it. So I'll just remind you to. But you'll need to do order. You'll need the notice of intent stuff. I'll email you what I emailed Deb for the ad because you'll need to
re-put it in.
So all you have to do is just copy and send that one to her. And then set up a meeting and go from there. Okay, got 2 minutes to go, guys.
Are we ever gonna do a DPW site visit?
We should.
Yeah, I would. When they first started, when they didn't notify us the first time, I went maybe about 3 weeks after they were with the payment. It was pretty messy, but they were doing the right thing with filtration and this catch basins and trying to catch as much track out from the trucks leaving the site. But we should probably check them out a little bit now that they've further along. They found some contamination in the back. They're working with LSP, so they're digging up some impacted dirt, right, oils or metals or something.
Yeah, they haven't really. They're just like digging apart, and there's no construction of the stuff. I don't think because I dropped by. I think was it Friday because I had to get something from the Mothers Club because a check went to the DPW instead of wherever it's supposed to go. So, so I could see them, the guys working in the like clearing dirt and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
They're still working on utilities and site work.
yeah.
But we should do a.
Yeah, just because it's a big project.
Like the stormwater and everything. We go check it out
We should.
Yeah.
because we're gonna build those pretty large sewer systems.
Yeah, I don't
We're gonna go
think.
down pretty deep. We're gonna do water into the back, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of potential.
Yeah. Okay, it is 7:45, and I'm going to open the hearing for 340-0483, the continuation of 4 Constitution Circle.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Okay. I don't know if you have those.
I have it too if you want.
And you can have those two. This is the. Okay, have another if you want. Okay, so Brian, do you want to address your concerns or something?
Yeah, I apologize for the delay. I appreciate you trying to get that together. But yeah, the colors are flip-flop.
Right, yeah.
Really, I want to make sure you and then maybe in a person you're going to understand that the silt fence goes
Yeah,
outside the flags and then the work goes outside the silt fence.
right, yeah, we had it fixed.
And then really my concern is just, I know everything is smooshed into like a very, 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 it looks to be like 1 inch away, but we should give at least a little bit of room to entrench the silt fence to make sure it's working outside the wetlands.
It'll be at least 4 to 6 feet.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. And then nothing, so the silt fence in our mind is going to be like that designation of boundary work, right? So no work that's toward the wetland on the other side of the silt fence.
Yeah. And actually, really quick, did you mean the riprap, or did you mean the distance from the silt fence to the line?
I mean, you can be closer. The silt fence could be closer than 4 to 6 feet to the wetland boundary.
Just double check.
It just has to be on the land side rather than the wet side.
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah,
And-
that's the 46.
And it shouldn't be like on the flag. It should be, that's just a delineation of work, no work in the wetland area.
Okay.
Really try your best because of the hill, and then you're going to all of a sudden have a grade there. If it rains, make sure it's seeded quickly and growth starts. And if it doesn't, if we're into a dry period or something, maybe some straw or something to make sure erosion just doesn't overtake that silt fence and just,
Right.
you know.
Oh, we do have sprinklers.
So, just to
Yeah.
do our best to maintain that nothing gets discharged into the well.
Yeah.
That was all my concerns.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
Joe, do you have anything?
No.
No, after I've seen the description and everything, I'm more comfortable with how the rocks, because at first I was thinking, okay, you're just going to have rocks go up and dirt behind it, and the first thing I thought is it rains, everything comes down. So, but that's still a concern. So you'll have to make sure that any type of eroding or anything needs to be fixed right away, so nothing goes into the wetlands or it collapses, and then we really have an issue.
Sometimes you spread straw out there. Sometimes you spread just to maintain the water hitting the dirt and the dirt not moving.
Great.
Yeah.
What about the downspout? Are you all set?
Yeah.
One more question. What about the downspouts in the house? Are you just going to go over land, just pointing over the new grass? You're going to sink them into the ground and kind of push them somewhere else?
I think the idea was just over the grass.
Over the grass.
We don't have any
You know,
complicated
okay.
anything like that.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be any drains through the wall, right, to relieve any pressure from water. It's just going to be over land like this now.
We have a French drain that relieves water from our basement.
Okay. That just starts out the back?
Yeah.
Okay. And pumped? That just
Yes.
flows out? 'Cause I
It
think
just flows out.
there was that strange pipe that came out, right?
Yeah,
That's not going to be disturbed. It's going to be there though.
yeah, that would be fine there.
Okay. I think that was already approved in the old approval.
Yeah, because I have a French drain in our backyard. Yeah. Just as long as you don't dig down too deep and disturb the mesh on top of the
Yeah.
pipe and everything, everything
sense.
flows.
Right.
So,
It's good.
okay. Joe, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay. Well, we will need. Can you put a order the boilerplate together for me,
Yeah.
please? We will need to put the boilerplate together that for the order of conditions, which will tell you. So one, soon as before you start anything, you need to put your sign up
Right.
with your number. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be as big. Let's make it as big as this, and be able to read it from the street. Because if you don't, if somebody sees that, we're going to get a call. And if you start before you put the sign up, then that's a whole issue too. You'll get a cease and desist letter. And after all the silk fence and everything is in place before any work is to be done, you need to contact us because we need to come out and look at it and make sure everything's in place, that we approve whatever's going on. And I think that's it. I mean, just once the work is done, get it seeded as soon as possible. And don't let any equipment in the wetlands. And,
don't take up the silt fence until it's like nicely vegetated.
yeah, and actually, it's almost better if you leave it.
Wait, we can take it out? I actually didn't know that.
Some people do, some people do. I prefer it just to leave it. You're not going to be able to see it from your yard because it's going to be, 6 feet down. And sometimes when you take it out, because growth, grass, and other things have already started going around it, then you're going to rip up the stuff. And so I prefer it to be just leave it, and it will deteriorate over time. Depending on what color it is. Yeah, socks. Yeah.
The socks will, yes.
Yeah. So, and depending on what color it is, I mean.
So we're going to give the option between the silk fence or a sock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whichever one,
Okay.
whatever you think is better. It's just if the silk fence comes down, you have to make sure, like wind and things like that too, because we've had places that they put it up and the wind comes and then, whew, and it's like you've got pieces of it over here and some of it's on top of the pole and it's all over. So that also has to be maintained. So. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Do you need this at all?
Yes, I do. That is definitely something I to complete the.
Vote on it. Vote to approve.
Yeah, we'll have a closed hearing yet.
Sorry.
Don't rush.
You-
Oh, let me see. Is this so I am going to close the hearing. It's 7:53 on July 16th. And I need a motion
Motion approved.
Second.
to hold on. I gotta have it official
Oh,
for Constitution Circle DEP number 340-0483. Motion?
Motion approved.
All in favor?
Aye. Good luck.
So once we have the boilerplate done, then you'll receive it. I can either you can drop it off or you can I can mail it, whichever you prefer. It might be easier, faster if I just drop it off.
Yeah, you could always just put it in our mailbox if you wanted.
What?
You could always put it in our mailbox if you wanted.
Okay.
Like if you weren't home.
I can't put it in your mailbox because that's a federal offense.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is. So I can, I'll put it somewhere and I'll let you
Just
know.
let us know. If
Yeah.
you're coming in.
What is the time estimate for that, you think?
Excuse me?
How long do you think that would take? What is the estimate on that?
It's up to Brian to get the,
I'll have it over to you.
within a week.
Yeah, I would say by the end of the week.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then,
Then we gotta sign it.
yes, and the first thing before you do anything besides picking up the sign is you have to take it to the registry of deeds and it's all in here. So you just have to take your copy and you'll go to the register of deeds and then they put it in the book. And then you'll get a little receipt that says, usually they'll stamp it, but they usually give you, it looks like a receipt. Well, I think you have to pay for it too. Anyway, we'll need a copy of the receipt and all that has the page number and the book and all that stuff, because it goes back in the file. You have 3 years from today's date to complete the project. Once your project is complete, everything needs to be, you need vegetation before we come out. And so, just because the project's done, we can't just, give you a certificate of compliance. You need to have vegetation. Again, it's all in the paperwork. So.
So you come up twice, right? You come up for the silt fence, and then you come up after vegetation.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes we just come by, just
Yeah.
check on things.
What was the form called that you're dropping off?
It's
What was the form that you're dropping off called again?
the order of conditions, and it's going to have a boilerplate, which means
Boilerplate, yeah.
it's part of the order of conditions. It's just there's a form from the state that we fill out, but also we have the boilerplate, which is specific to our requirements and direction. And you're good. So as soon as we get this done, I will let you know and drop it off.
Perfect.
Thanks
Thank you.
so much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot. Thank you. Pretty important ivy.
Oh, in the yard? Oh,
Yeah. I was planting a blueberry bush and it must have
just grazed it. We got the roots.
I don't know, but it's just popping up everywhere. Instead
Oh.
of catching it.
Poison ivy? Oh, fun.
It's all over.
Yeah. I think I'm kind of allergic to it because, one time I did it in just everywhere. Just seeing if it has I can't remember when the site is. The site visits for the certificate of compliance. I just want to make sure we have everything. Okay. Okay, we're good. So it is 7:59. I'm disclosing whatever. It's not closing. We're done. And so I'll see you guys on the